remember from my previous videos, there's a lot of tyres that are built into the banking. I mean, my opinion is that when this banking was constructed, so when if you know, I've spent a bit of time researching the history of this, and basically from Ganny Lock downstream, from Ganny Lock up to Redbeck Corner, if you know the area, and just past Redbeck Corner, there used to be a wharf there. So the barges back in the day would travel up the River Calder into the canal cut at Ganny Lock, up that canal cut, up to the wharf. They would unload and they would come back into the river just down there. If you've walked this area, you'll know that as you get past Avocet, where we call it Kiddy's Corner, where the bridge is, there's an old flood lock that used to link into this river. So back in the day, that was the end of the canal. So this section of canal that runs up past Brookfoot Lake, up past the ski lake, that wasn't there originally. So my belief is that when that was constructed, the tyres were used in the construction of this banking. And what I'm really struggling, so I can find historic photos from before the canal cut was put in, and I can find pictures from after, obviously, but I can't find any information. See, look, there's another two there, one there. Sorry, I can't find any information on the time, you know, the approximate date that this work was done. And I'd like to, because obviously the canal was constructed originally, that's far before, you know, when Ganny Lock was constructed, that was far before the times of tyres, basically. We were using horses to draw barges back in the, I think it was the 1800s or the late 1700s that were built. My question, my request, my call for help, what I would like is there any sort of local historians, people, you know, big house people that know the history or have some information on the history, or can maybe tell me a good place to look to find the history. This would have been a massive project when it were overtaken. So, you know, somebody definitely was taking pictures of this project, 100%. So, you know, I'd like to try and access some of the historical archives, and see what information's out there, see if there's any photos pre, during and post construction, see if there's any information on who completed the build, a date would be massive, because a date gives me, no, it's not possible, this was too early for it to be backfilled with wagon tyres, or no, it's not, this is around the time, you know, that canal banking will have been constructed up there when basically when the towpaths were pretty much redundant, so after the barges were running on diesel and steam engines, so that you know, that would have been the time where lorries were on the road. So yeah, if you don't even have to be local from Brighouse, if you're watching this video and you know of somewhere where there might be an archive, or some information on this project, or you've got old photos that you'd be happy to share with me, or any information that's been passed down through the family, please send me a DM, reach out to me, because I'm massively interested in it, and it could basically give us an answer as to where these tyres are coming from.